While I tend to be a fan of great arcade racing titles in general, I'll admit that overall I'm far more partial to anything that involves an element of combat as well. Whether it's weapons that will blow my enemies apart or being encouraged to aggressively trade paint, I enjoy an added layer of thrills while I'm speeding around the track. Road Rash, while not my absolutely favorite classic combat racer, was always a good time, as knocking your enemies off their bikes made for a pretty unique mix of racing and some fighting along for the ride. I assume that Furious Bikers was named in an attempt to point to there being some spirit of that classic, but unfortunately in execution it's a bit of a hollow reference. Yes, you're able to punch and kick to either side while you ride your motorcycle, but rather than knocking out your competition, or even doing any noticeable harm of any kind, you'll merely slow them down at best. Outside of the disappointing action-oriented element for trying to dole out damage to your competition, this is a pretty bare-bones basic racing game. I'll credit it with at least having a decent sensation of speed, as this is sadly a common issue I've had with lesser-budget racers, but the overall quality of the racing still isn't great. You'll have the opportunity to pick up some money and elements of boost on the track, and in a surprising move these aren't consistently placed, so you'll need to keep an eye out for them as you rapidly approach them. Upgrades are unfortunately only cosmetic in nature, though honestly there's just not a whole lot to the game in the first place. While I've absolutely played worse racers on the system, there's not enough here to get excited about either. Overall, my final score for the game ended up being a 5.9, and if you're interested in picking it up, it's currently available on the Switch eShop for $4.99. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this review. And if you'd like more information or ideas of indie games worth checking out on Switch, be sure to click on the link provided in the description. Until next time.